Breaking news. A look at the inner workings of Russia's elite special forces, the Spetsnaz. The special forces of most nations place a premium on toughness, aggression, and physical prowess. The Russian Spetsnaz are no exception, though they don't seem to be quite as committed to macho displays as the VDV, whose open days aren't complete until the paratroopers break wooden beams with their heads or throw a sharpened sapyorka, a Russian short-handled entrenching tool, while jumping through a ring of fire. I was told by a former member of the Spetsnaz that precision and silence beats strength and courage, any day. When asked why he seemed to be dismissing courage, he paused and explained that determination was what the Spetsnaz cared about more. Courage is the willingness to die trying to reach the objective. Determination is the will to find a way to get there, without dying. There is a lot of talk and speculation about the Spetsnaz. Although there is a growing industry of books, from memoirs to survival guides, on them in Russian, we still know relatively little about them. Besides the fact that much of it is historical and some of it is purely fantastical, it frequently fails to address the central questions of who the Spetsnaz are and, more importantly, what they are supposed to do. Thus, the Spetsnaz mythos is as extensive as it is often incorrect. Much of this originates with Western publications by Soviet defector Vladimir Rezin, who used the pen name Viktor Suvorov for a series of so-called exposés. He painted a vivid picture of the Spetsnaz, whom he portrayed as an unyielding and uniformly lethal threat to NATO, down to the most minute details. They practiced unarmed combat on convicted criminals, killing them afterward. They wore boots with reversed tread so their footprints would appear to lead in the wrong direction. And they carried knives with powerful springs that would shoot the blade at an enemy. The image of the remorseless Soviet Terminators proved to have an awful appeal, despite the fact that much has since been debunked as not quite right or downright wrong. One example is that they sometimes used the NRS-2 shooting scouting knife, which didn't launch its blade but did incorporate a single shot gun in the hilt. Russia's special forces have developed with an eye toward mass warfare and a belief that top-down strategy is more important than bottom-up individual skill. Their name is an abbreviation for, of special designation, or, of special purpose, which is what their name originally meant. They are not special forces, in the Western sense, where the emphasis is on the specialness of the operators, and this is a very important distinction. The uniqueness lies in the unique mission these soldiers have been given. Since many or even most Spetsnaz have been conscripts up until recently, it's unfair to compare them to Western elite forces like the SAS or the SEALs and Green Berets. However, they are certainly more special than regular soldiers, paratroopers, and the like. Confusion also arises from the fact that many other units, from the truly elite anti-terrorist commandos of the FSB's Special Designation Center, TSSN, Center Specjalnovo Natznakania, to the not quite so formidable rapid response units of the Federal Forestry Agency, are also formally or informally known as Spetsnaz. Zaslon, or screen, is an elite unit of the Foreign Intelligence Service responsible for the protection of high-profile individuals and diplomatic facilities in hostile environments. Forces that operate much like the military Spetsnaz are another category. In addition to the 33rd Special Purpose Detachment, Peresvet, based in Moscow, the National Guard's interior troops Spetsnaz also consist of a number of local Special Rapid Response Detachments, SOBR, Specjalny Otriad Bystrovo Reagorovania, that primarily provide armed response to the police but were also deployed in Chechnya and Ukraine. 4 men from the FSB's Directorates S, its main counter-terrorist unit, and K, responsible for operations in the North Caucasus, were killed by a mine during an ambush near Latakia in February 2020, proving that operators from the TSSN were deployed in Syria. They were looking for a place where military leaders from Turkey and Syria could meet. Ukrainian government released video footage of TSSN operators in the Donbass in February 2020, and operators from the Ukrainian National Guard and Zaslon have also served in Syria.